What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Maverick Raven. And today I got something that I can't say I'm too unhappy to report about. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It says Trump leads Biden in 7 swing states as more than 80% say President 81 is too old. Poll. Now, the funny thing about this is that this is being reported on, as you can see here, by the New York Post, but the Hill is reporting something similar. The Hill is actually reporting that every swing state is besting is has Trump besting Biden, which you love to hear. You just love to hear. It says former President Donald Trump is leading President Biden in 7 key battleground states, as more than 80% of registered voters in those states think that the 81-year-old incumbent is too old for office. A new poll found. Trump, 77, is besting Biden among registered voters in Arizona, 49 to 43%, Georgia, 49 to 43%, Michigan, 46 to 44%, Nevada, 48 to 42%, North Carolina, 50% to 41%, Pennsylvania, 49 to 43%, and Wisconsin, 46 to 42%. According to a Bloomberg News Morning Consult swing state voters survey that was published Thursday. Across the 7 states, Trump leads Biden by 5 percentage points, 48 to 43%. Now, here's the thing, right? You think that sounds pretty good if you're a conservative like me, right? Well, the reality is that that's much tighter than I wish it would be. Obviously, if it was me, we would have a Ronald Reagan style blowout, back from the '80s style, right? But the reality is that nowadays, especially if you have RFK and Nikki Haley, who promises to stay in the in the fight no matter what. So you got Nikki Haley, who promises to stay in the race. So she's trying to be a spoiler, and she might as well just say, "Look, I'm trying to be a spoiler for Donald Trump." And you've got RFK, who, in any other world, if this was any other time other than 2024, if it would have been, 50 years ago, he would have been an easy, pick for the Democratic Party. And you got here, it says the 45th president still beats out Biden in a 5-way ballot test. Really? Okay, wait a second. Maybe I got a little bit too far ahead of myself here. With Trump getting 43% support and Biden getting 37% of the vote. Independent Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is a top third party candidate, getting 9% of the vote, while fellow independent Cornel West and Green Party candidate Jill Stein got 1% each. Yeah, see that's great, and that is awesome, and you gotta love hearing that. But if Nikki Haley stays in and she ends up getting more of this chunk right here, more of that block, who knows, man? See, because honest to God, man, what's gonna happen here in November of this year is gonna be monumental because no matter what happens, it's gonna be fireworks. You know, you've got the Democrats and the leftists, right? The rest of the leftists, they don't want Donald Trump to be president, and no matter what, they're not going to accept a Donald Trump victory. And you've got conservatives who are in the same position, they accept the opposite. They don't want a Biden victory, and they're not going to accept a Biden victory. Now, you take that to the logical conclusion, and things look pretty bad for this country, really. It says when asked to describe the two major party candidates, 82% of respondents said either Biden alone or both candidates were too old for office. Ouch. By contrast, just 47% said either Trump alone or both candidates had aged out of the presidency. Okay. Okay. By contrast, 59% of respondents described Trump alone or both candidates as dangerous for the country, while 48% answered Biden alone or both candidates to the question. Okay, so they're saying here that 59% think that Trump is dangerous, or both of them are dangerous, as opposed to 48% thinking that Biden alone or both candidates is dangerous. Really? I don't know, man. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. A slightly higher percentage, 45%, said Trump was in good health, while just 19% said the same of Biden. 19% of health, though 30% said neither man fit that description. I mean, to be fair, you know, they are elderly men. If Biden were unable to carry out his duties, 53% of swing state voters said they would trust Vice President Kamala Harris not much or not at all to fill his shoes. Ouch. See, about a week and a half ago, I was watching Fox News, and I used to be a big Fox News dude, but, you know, years and years, that was years and years and years ago at this point. And I think they had, was it Joe Concha talking about how they need to get rid of Kamala Harris on the ticket. They just can't have her. You know, the last time they could run her, and it was something that, you know, you could say it was a good thing. It was, you know, black female, this and that, etc., etc. But now with this, it's not surprising. It's not surprising. This bears out exactly the way that Joe Concha was saying. The White House has refused to allow Biden to undergo a baseline mental acuity exam despite concerns from voters, arguing Biden passes the test just by navigating the complexities of his job. His handlers do his job, man. He doesn't do the complex job of being president. His handlers do his job. All you have to do is look at the fact that he's got freaking instructions on how to take a press briefing. I think folks need to understand that the president passes, again, a cognitive test every day. Oh, Lord in heaven, the White House press secretary says. Oh, of course she does. Can you imagine if she just showed up one day and was like, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? He's awful. He's an idiot. And he's, groped me every day of the presidency. Which, hey, according to Kamala Harris, he's a rapist, dude. He's a racist rapist. According to her, at least that's what she would, have the implications from the Democrat debates, the last round of them going. She had you going, Biden is a monster. A lot changes when the money's up for grab and the power's up for grab. Anyways, that pretty much ends it for me today, folks. As always, be safe, be good to one another, stay paced.